Positive Anime Reviews is a review show that is designed for people who aren't very picky about their anime, like me. Most anime I watch ends up in my 5 out of 5 category. My reviews are for those people who are looking for a reason to watch anime rather than hate on it. I am willing to give any and all anime a chance before stating my opinion. Lastly, my reviews are all my opinion and might and or most likely will not match yours. If you don't agree, that's totally fine. Just be respectful in the comment section. Thank you. And as always, possible spoiler warning ahead. Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with another anime review. So first off, let me start by saying Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. I am recording this on December 24th, so it is Christmas Eve. There probably won't be any videos tomorrow as it is Christmas, and I will be spending it with the family. And I'm also not going to be recording too much today, as this evening I am also spending it with family. But I just wanted to get it out while, I wanted to get this out because I just finished this anime, and I wanted to get you guys something, and then I guess I will see you all on Wednesday. Anyway. So, today we are talking about Zombieland Saga. This anime aired very recently. It actually just dropped in the fall 2018 season, and which is actually very unusual for me, because I very rarely watch anything new. I often catch things by the time they're like, oh yeah, this time last year, this aired, or whatever. I'm always behind the curve. I almost never watch anything that was out very recent, because I like to wait till everything is fully aired, until that way I can marathon it, because if it's really good, I know that I will watch it very quickly. Anyway, so it was really good. Let's hop into this review. So first, as always, we are going to go ahead and start with the synopsis of this anime. So, synopsis goes as follows. A typical morning, the usual music, their normal lives, the peace these 7 girls experience will suddenly be destroyed by the living dead. Zombies. A reality that they never wanted to be a part of, an amazing and terrifying zombie world. They all share one wish. We want to live. These girls will struggle through their saga in order to achieve a miracle. So it's very, very ambiguous, but it's still true. So as far as genre goes, it is music, comedy with some like supernatural elements and stuff. I mean, obviously it's about zombies. But anyway, but that's not what it's like, what makes it really good. So as far as rating goes, this anime was very clean. There was no sexual content that I could find. There's just a little bit of language. There is like, I want to say it's sort of like dark humor, that because like not even that dark. It's just like, like one of their heads will come off and their bodies will separate, but it's not like there's blood splattering everywhere. It's pretty lighthearted. That's its feel throughout the whole thing, is how lighthearted it is. So obviously there's zombie elements, so like a head might come off or an arm, but it's not graphically spraying. They just pop it back on. It's really lighthearted. So as far as cleanliness goes, it's very clean, and so you don't have to worry about it being incredibly dirty if that does bother you. Now, as far as season length is concerned, it is 12 episodes, and they did imply a second season pretty heavily at the end of the 12th episode, and I have actually done some reading about it, because I wanted to know, like, well, is there more? I want to see more. And the studio is pushing for the creators are pushing for a second season, and according to what I have seen, the anime did really well in its season, so it would not surprise me at all if the second one was happening pretty quick here, so at least getting started on the second season. So I am very excited about that. I also looked up, there actually is a manga adaptation that, from what I read, now I might not be correct here, but from what I read, it seemed like the adaptation came after the anime, and that it was pretty much the same thing, but it seems the anime the manga adds a couple more scenes that the anime didn't keep in, but nothing like plot breaking, you know what I mean? Nothing that's like a crazy more detail. So anyway, so it's very, very good. So the story follows, let me scroll down here. The story follows, where is she? There she is. No, that's not her. It follows Sakura Minamoto right in the beginning, and from the first episode, this anime fires off quick. It really honestly surprised me, because it had happened very fast, but it was really, really good. It was really surprising, and it was really confusing at first, but it made you want to see more. From the first episode, it fired right in, and it went in hard, and you're just like, whoa, what is happening? So, but it kept you interested. Now, something that's important to note here is that the anime gets better as it goes on. So if you didn't love the first episode, or if it seems incredibly confusing, please stay around. Even the next episode, it explains a little more. The first 2 or 3 episodes are really about just letting you meet everybody, getting into the anime, which is pretty normal. But it really starts going in really good in like episode 4, and then it really gets better, and you get more hooked as you go on. But it was really good. So as far as our characters, let me go ahead and look at my little cheat sheet here. So. Okay, so actually back up. So the story follows Sakura Minamoto from the first episode, and she's pretty much the main character. There's a lot of main characters, but she is where we start with, and she's pretty much like the main character, I guess. But it follows her life and her afterlife. And she's only alive very briefly. But anyway, I'm not going to spoil anything because it's really surprising, and I want you guys to see how it all happens. So I'm not going to go into crazy detail. I just want enough to get you guys interested. So, anyway, so it follows her afterlife as she's a zombie. All kinds of craziness happens, but it starts off with Sakura. So there's a lot of other characters. There is I could never figure out how to say his name. Kotaru, I think is what his name is. He is one of the main characters. There is Saki, there's Tai, Lily, Junko, Ai, and Yugiri. There's a couple of supporting characters, but those are the main characters. And they're the ones that you're going to get to know. So especially some more than others, but mostly all of them. Now, there is a lot of... there is teasing for some of the characters. There's like teasing enough to get into their backstory that you're like, oh wow, he's connected to her, or she's connected to him, or whatever. And they do a really good job about keeping them all intertwined and going into their backstories. And that was actually a really surprising twist for me. Was at first it was so over the top and crazy and fun. It was just, I thought, okay, so it's gonna be just a really a over-the-top, crazy, fun, sort of a comedy type of anime. And it's what I expected. However, they really changed gears in even a much better way for me personally. It really quickly turned from a comedy sort of focus, sort of ridiculousness, into they started giving you backstory. They started going into each character's backstory and giving them, and telling you about them. Now, it was really cool because there was actually a surprising amount of feels and backstory and feels in this anime. You really cared. There was some real issues that they really tackled. Some that hit home for me personally. And it was just really good. It was surprising. Now, the farther you go, the more feels like it gets, and they tend to stray from their ridiculous, over the top comedy style, which for me personally was better. They never go all the way out of it, but it very quickly shifts gears from just ridiculous comedy into feels and backstory and teaching a real message and, getting a real story and message across. And the message was so good, about never giving up and fighting through failure. And that personally strikes home with me personally as someone who struggles with depression and anxiety, that it hit home, especially in the last maybe... I don't know. It was really probably the last maybe 3 episodes for me personally were really it hit home for me. But the message that they got across was just really cool, and I'm really happy that there was more to it. Now, so those are basically all the characters and basically the story. Now, the animation is really colorful and really well done. The animation is really cool. So there is obviously a lot of music in this anime because it's about an idol group. And I'm not gonna go into detail because you guys watching it and getting lost in the ridiculous is what makes it fun. So I'm not gonna go into too much crazy details, but there's a lot of music in this anime, which is great because I don't watch nearly enough anime that's about music. And I am trying to actually get into more of those because it ends up being so good and so much fun. But the music is really good. So when there's a few concert moments where they're showing someone perform, and those moments they switch to, I think it's CGI. I think it's CGI or something that they switch to for the actual things, and it's not the smoothest. It can be a tad choppy, and it's not the smoothest, but it doesn't matter because that's not what you're there for. The message and the characters and the music is top notch. So you're not really there for the biggest budget CGI, because CGI almost rarely looks good. So I don't blame them at all for that. But the animation is really pretty. It's really colorful. It's really, it's colorful, but there is colorful moments, but it's all very well animated. And the funny moments will bring a smile to your face. At least they did for me. I was rarely laughing out loud or anything, but the comedy moments did make me smile. And a lot of comedy moments, it sort of goes over my head, and I'm like, wait, what? And then I have to remember, oh, right, okay, that's a thing in Japan or whatever. So, but there was a few moments in here that I did smile and stuff. And so the music and animation is great. Now, so like I said, the season, it's 12 episodes, and it's really well paced. As in the beginning, they're really good about teaching you who's who and what's happening. But by, I think it's episode 4 or 5 and onward, it really starts getting heavy and really good. Otherwise, there's not that much to say. It was really fun and really colorful. And I did talk about how they're hoping to get a season 2 because, according to what I read, it seemed to do really well, and people really seemed to like it, and I did too. And so I have no doubt that they will make a season 2, and I hope they do because this one was so good, and there is stuff that they hint at and stuff that they didn't leave resolved. A few things that they teased in this, and enough to get it to where you need to know. But another season would like go into those details. So I have no doubt that there will be a season 2. So as far as recommendation and rating is concerned, so recommendation, absolutely, you got to watch this anime. It is just so good. It was really well made, and it was really, really fun. And the message behind it was really surprising and very touched home for me personally, which of course I talked about. And it's a must watch. You got to go watch it. As far as final rating goes, it is no surprise. This is a 5 out of 5 from me. An easy 5 out of 5 because it is very good. This anime made no mistakes worth noting and is definitely worth a buy and a watch. You've got to go see this anime, and then if you like it, buy it. If I had money, I would stop what I'm doing right now and try to find this thing on DVD because it was so good, and I cannot recommend it enough. Anyway, so I just wanted to get this video out to you guys today really quick because I just finished watching this anime, and the best time to make any kind of review is right after you watched it because my thoughts are fresh, and it's really good for me. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great Christmas and a happy holidays. I will see you guys on, I guess, this Wednesday, which we'll look at my calendar. I think it's Wednesday, right? Because Tuesday's tomorrow, which is Christmas. So yeah, I will see you guys Wednesday for our regularly scheduled programming. We will get back to doing gameplay parts and stuff. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.
Are y'all ready for a god-dang video?
It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. I don't know which direction that is, dude. I'm not freaking Sacagawea. Hey, you get off me. We'll talk about this like adults.
Ha! He bought it. What an idiot. Who would have thought he's Irish? How exciting is that?
Suck their life out. Suck their little juices out. I don't know why that's the sound, but whatever. What the what? Thank you all so much for watching, and we will talk to you guys later.